power of the union, and the power of the union don't stop.
Sisters, I'm here representing the Canadian Labour Congress and the Free Party.
This is an historic day, and for many, a very emotional day.
I was born in England. The rest of my family are all Jamaican. My father was the legal advisor to the revolutionary government of Grenada. My mother worked for the Ministry of Labor and was doing a lot of UN type meetings. Even though I was very young, I would hear some of the things that she was working on. We were on picket lines, at 9 years old, 10 years old.
At school, she was very much involved. As a matter of fact, I would say that Marie's activism started when she was in junior high school.
We got word that one of our teachers was leaving because of declining enrollment. He was the only black teacher in the school, and I just thought it was unfair. I went and walked around to every single classroom, told them what was happening, and we all led a walkout.
She got involved and got them organized, and it went from there.
Marie began as a CUPE activist at the Toronto Board of Education, but she also always had a broader social vision and quickly became an anti-racist leader in the union also very early on, was elected as the Equity Vice President for CUPE Ontario, and then later served as the first Diversity Vice President of the National Union of the Canadian Union of Public Employees.
For quite some time I traveled the country, I got invited to the various CUPE division conventions, talking to them about why it's important that we have inclusion.
And I was just inspired from the beginning with her spirit, her feistiness, and that she really had this innate ability to inspire people.
We'll be here with you every single day, if not
in February of 2002, CUPE held their Human Rights Conference. And at that conference, Judy Darcy was there, and that is where she asked if I would be interested in running.
There were going to be vacancies in the top positions at the Canadian Labour Congress in 2002, in particular for Executive Vice President. And I thought that Marie would be an excellent candidate and an excellent choice.
The rest is history. I won my election. The responsibility of it was actually very scary because I was representing not just black women. I was representing all women, but the focus was on me as a black woman. In 2018, I was asked by the ITUC to be the workers' spokesperson on the Committee for Violence and Harassment.
The workers' organization needed to appoint a spokesperson, someone who would represent the workers' voice and be the vice chair for the negotiation committee. And Marie was selected to be the workers' representative for that.
I'm sure from her perspective, it was a huge honor, but for us, it was, almost a no-brainer. It seemed that, we had to select somebody who would bring the negotiating skills, the technical skills, and then all the emotional skills as well that were necessary.
We had discussions about the definition of violence and harassment, who was covered by this convention, and we went back and forth. The normal pushback, while it did come, we were able to use the fact that Me Too was about job applicants, right? Was about job seekers, was about apprentices and interns.
I provided the secretarial support, if you like, the workers' secretariat to that committee. So again, that was an incredibly close working relationship. Many long hours, many late nights, many very early mornings. And of course, the outcome of those negotiations was fantastic.
Everyone needed to realize the right to a world of work free from harassment and violence. Together, I know that we can and we will achieve this.
The success of that committee was driven largely by the importance of the issue, but also by the fantastic work of Alana Matheson on the employer side and Marie on the worker side.
We were able to get amazing language in that convention, language that no other convention has had, but hopefully every convention going forward will have it in. Governments were proud. They were proud of the work that we had all done, but some of them were also proud that it had been done by a black woman.
Marie and I raised our children in the same community. She loves people, she loves community, she's passionate about justice and equality. It's not just work to her, it's a way of living. I'm excited to see where she goes next because now she has a bit of freedom and openness that she can explore.
I'm sure she'll have a lot of support from family and friends, whatever she chooses to do.
I am so proud of her. I knew she would make an important mark. I can't wait for the next chapter.
She will still be fighting for workers' rights. She will still be fighting for equality. She'll still be fighting for equity.
Whether that's in her community, whether it's nationally, whether it's on an international stage, we haven't heard the end of Marie-Clarke Walker making waves and making change.